So I did break my mic, but I have replacements, so that is what will be used for today's video. So today's video, I sort of kicked around a lot today because I didn't know if I would make it because I felt kind of weird about it. But the more I thought about not doing it, the more upset I got. So I think I'm just gonna make it. That should sound better. Today I'm gonna talk about my friend Porky. So Porky's this old guy who used to come into the store 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know. I've known him for a while. And I always thought of him as sort of like an adopted grandpa, because he was just this kind of mean old guy who would come into the store and just sit in the back and kind of talk shit and joke around with us. And he used to bring us cakes. I don't really know where his family was, but they were never in the area, so he kind of just did his thing by himself. He had a couple of friends in the area, but he mostly would just come and hang out with us at the store. So me and my uncles and my friend and Luke, and we'd all just hang out and talk shit with him, and he would sit and tell us stories. So that's why I kind of like thought of him as like an adopted work grandpa, because he would just sit and he would tell us stories and about how he had a bingo shop, he ran a bingo place and made so much money, and it had to be illegal. And he used to tell me about all the places that he would travel. He like flew to Australia just to get like this certain kind of meat. He wound up not finding it, and then he just left. And how he used to have limos on call whenever, and he lived a packed life, and it was just really, I loved hearing all of his stories. It was always a good time. The past 2 years, he's been in an old folks home. His legs weren't doing so well. He had a lot of health issues. I don't even know exactly what was wrong, but I don't think he was very healthy. His arms, he had something where like he couldn't like lift them higher than his shoulders, so we used to make fun of him, and he like could only lift things so high. But he was a good sport. He didn't mind. He would give us shit right back if we made fun of him. So he was a cool guy. But the past 2 years he's been in an old folks home, and he kind of just been getting, well, he would have good days and he'd have bad days, but he hated that old folks home. He hated it so much. It's a video. Words of wisdom. Go.
Wisdom.
Words of wisdom. What do you got for me?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, so you're not taking my picture of it.
No, it's a video. No, nothing.
Get out of here.
Alright, I'll see you, Porky.
Alright,
take it easy.
Porky.
I'll see you. Whenever we'd go in, I'd ask him how the physical therapy was, and he would get really excited if he could walk the length of the hallway, but his legs weren't always good. So he had good days and he had bad days. And we would sneak him beer. You're not supposed, I don't know, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to take beer into an old folks home, but he would always ask us to take him. That, some chips, some fruit,
Santa Claus.
some
I'm
pop.
a 10 years old man.
But we'd always sneak him a bag of stuff. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to.
What's up, Porky? Merry Christmas.
What's the name of you? Merry Christmas.
Got a bottle of wine too? Oh man. You got a bottle of wine?
He always had this weird sense too, that whenever I would leave town to go visit Renee in New York, never failed. He would always call me. And he'd either leave me a voicemail or I'd hit him back. And
Hey, Antonio, this is Porky. Give me a call when you get a chance if you get this message in like next hour or so.
this past time that I was in New York, he didn't call me, but Luke called me and told me that he passed. And it was weird. It was really weird because last week he went to the hospital. He wasn't doing too well, and I wanted to go see him, but I got sick. I didn't want to go see him while I was sick in the hospital. So I was gonna come back and see him, and I didn't get the chance to. He didn't have very much family, and he wasn't my family. But I love that old guy. He was my buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, all the Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Your mama said hi. We'll see you.
The one thing that just made me sad is he would always ask us about the bar that they were building next to the store. He'd always ask us how it's going, and like the past 2 years we've been talking about it, and the only thing he wanted to do before he died was get out of that old folks home one last time and just like spend a day. And me and Luke said that we were gonna take him to the bar as soon as it opened. And the grand opening was Monday, and he passed Sunday night, so he didn't even get to see it. So I went in and had a Budweiser for him. That's what we used to take him at the old folks home. I felt weird about making this, but I don't think his family's doing anything for him. And Porky was my buddy. So I wanted to do something for him. He was mean. He was kind of cranky. But he was a good guy. We had fun. We had a lot of laughs with him. I'm gonna miss him. So this one's for you, Porky. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, Antonio, Porky, I was wondering if you were working today or that. If you're around or something, give me a call. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.